What if you stopped hiding your money choices and actually told everyone exactly where your money goes? That's the idea behind the loud budgeting challenge. Jan, trust me, it's way more powerful than you think. In this video, I'll share how I put my spending out in the open. What happened when I said no to overspending, and why this challenge might completely change the way you handle money. You know how they say money doesn't grow on trees? Neither does my YouTube channel. So if you're new here, welcome to the channel where we learn to grow our wealth slow and steady. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. We're so glad you're here. So a little while ago, I came across this term called loud budgeting, and it sounded a bit weird to me. But the more I thought about it, the more it made sense, and the more I realized it could be really helpful. So the gist of loud budgeting is you openly tell everyone where your money's going. So instead of saying, I can't afford that, you flip it to, I choose not to spend that money because I'm saving up for a down payment on a house, paying off debt or buying a new car or whatever else you may be saving for. The idea is that once you make your spending and saving priorities known to others, it makes it easier to turn down future purchases because you don't want to go back on your word. It also helps you stay honest with yourself about what you can and can't afford. So I thought to myself, why not challenge myself and my friends to do some loud budgeting for 30 days? See how it goes. So here are the rules I set for myself for this 30-day loud budgeting challenge. Rule no. 1. I will share with my friends the different categories my budget covers: rent, savings, debt payments, and fun money. I figured this would help them understand where my priorities are and hopefully reduce any pressure they might feel to get me to spend. Rule no. 2. If something doesn't fit into my budget, I will say no without feeling guilty. And rule no. 3. I will be upfront with my friends and family about my money decisions, so that they know why I might have to decline an invitation or an offer. So how did this go? Let's talk about the struggles first, and then we'll talk about the surprises and benefits I experienced. The first struggle was definitely explaining to people why I was suddenly being so careful with my money. At first it felt awkward to say things like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I can't go out with you guys tonight. I'm on a 30-day budget challenge and I need to stay in and save money." But after a few times of doing this, it actually got easier to say. And honestly, most of my friends were pretty understanding and respectful. The second struggle was definitely fear of judgment. What if people thought I was being cheap or being a party pooper? Would they still want to hang out with me? But again, after a few days of doing this, I realized that my friends respected me more for being honest about my financial situation rather than being ashamed of it. And the third struggle was definitely peer pressure. My friends and colleagues often invited me to lunches, happy hours, dinners, other social events that didn't fit into my budget. But instead of just saying yes and worrying about the money later, I had to take a step back and say no before I made a commitment I couldn't keep. Now let's talk about the surprises and benefits I experienced. Benefit no. 1. My friends respected my honesty. When I told them I couldn't make it to a social event because I was focusing on saving money, they understood and respected my decision. They didn't pressure me to go, and they even supported me in my goal. Benefit no. 2. Some of my friends got inspired. A couple of my friends admitted that they, too, wanted to save money, but struggled with spending mindlessly. By seeing me commit to a savings goal and cut back on unnecessary expenses, they got inspired to do the same. Benefit no. 3. I felt empowered and in control. By making my spending priorities clear to others, I felt more confident in my spending decisions. I knew that I was staying true to my financial goals, and that gave me a sense of power. Benefit no, for I saved more money. By sticking to my budget and saying no to non-essential expenses, I was able to save more money than I would have if I just tried to hide my spending habits. It was easy to justify small purchases when I was out with friends or colleagues, but by being transparent about my spending, I held myself accountable and stayed focused on my financial goals. Now let's talk about the biggest lessons I learned from this 30-day loud budgeting challenge. Lesson no. 1. Loud budgeting is not about being cheap. It's about setting boundaries around your spending and being intentional with your money. It's not about depriving yourself of all the fun stuff, but rather making sure that your spending aligns with your values and priorities. Lesson no. 2. Transparency leads to accountability. When you make your spending and saving priorities clear to others, you're more likely to stick to your budget. You don't want to go back on your word and disappoint those who are counting on you. Lesson No. 3. Saying no feels freeing. It's hard to say no to social events or offers that don't fit your budget. But when you do, you'll feel a sense of relief knowing that you're staying true to yourself and your financial goals. Lesson No. For it makes money goals easier to hit. When you're transparent about your financial goals and priorities, you're more likely to stay on track to hit them. You'll be less likely to make impulse purchases and more likely to save money. Overall, the Loud Budgeting Challenge was a great experience. It helped me build confidence in my money management skills and also helped me save more money than I would have otherwise. If you're struggling to save money or stay on track with your financial goals, I encourage you to try Loud Budgeting for a week or two and see how it goes. You might be surprised at the results. So there you have it, folks. That's how my 30-day Loud Budgeting Challenge went. Honestly, it was a lot of fun and a great way to save money and build confidence. Now, I want to ask you, would you ever try Loud Budgeting? Let us know in the comments below. And if you're looking for more fun money challenges to try, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. We have a ton of videos with fun money challenges that will help you save money, pay off debt, and invest for your future. One of my favorite videos is the 7-Day Money Freeze Challenge. It's a great way to reset your spending habits and really think about where your money is going. You can check it out here. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy budgeting.